Well, my friends, today is a sad day. If you guys are watching this video, I have sold my beloved Toyota Tacoma and it is in the hands of its new owner. About 8 months ago, I posted a video where I let you know that I was thinking about selling it. Got very sentimental about the decision, had some second thoughts, reservations, and I decided to hang on to it. And I'm glad that I did. I've had a lot more fun adventures with it since then. We've done some fun modifications. But I'm back to the point where I feel like it's time to move on from the truck. It's certainly been a great truck over the years. I've had a lot of fun with it, some great adventures. Again, modifications have really transformed the look of the truck, and I'm really happy with the current build on it. But things have changed for me since I first bought it about 4 years ago, and time to move on to something that better suits my current needs. Main reasons that I've decided to sell it, first of all, is that my kids are not getting any smaller. In fact, they're getting quite a bit larger. Their legs continue to grow, their arms continue to grow, and that back seat in the Tacoma is not particularly spacious. In fact, I've got a Volkswagen e-Golf, and the rear seat in that is far more spacious than the back seat of the Tacoma. It's very tight with the car seats, and I feel really bad for my daughter. She sits behind me in her booster seat, and she's got, I don't know, 6 inches of leg room. She's constantly kicking my seat, driving me crazy. I'm telling her to stop, which is driving her crazy. And I just like to have something that has a little bit more space in that rear seat, not only now, but for as they continue to grow larger. The second reason that I feel like it's time to move on from the Tacoma is that it's pretty redundant in my fleet of vehicles. It is a pickup, which is great. My plan is to replace it with another pickup, so we'll satisfy that need, probably go to a full-size truck. But beyond being a pickup, it's very similar to our 4Runner and our FJ Cruiser. When I drive any of the three vehicles, they feel very similar. In fact, the FJ Cruiser is a little bit redundant as well, so I've had some thoughts about selling that. In terms of off-road capability, the three are all very capable, but they're also very similar. And generally, when I'm going on an off-road adventure, I'm probably going to lean toward the 4Runner or the FJ Cruiser just because they are more capable than the Tacoma is. The power output is very similar between the three. They drive very similar. And so from that standpoint, again, it's just kind of redundant. I don't need three vehicles that are just as off-road capable as this. If I had one, that's plenty good. It'd be nice to have something that just feels a little bit different, maybe a little bit more fun to drive in other capacities, offering a little bit more of that variety. And then the third reason is it'd be nice to get something that's got more tow capacity. If you guys are a longtime viewer on the channel, you know that I actually bought a travel trailer shortly after getting the Tacoma. We took it on a few trips, and I realized very quickly that either the Tacoma needed to go or the travel trailer needed to go. It pulled it just fine when it was nice and flat and we were going about 30 to 40 miles an hour, but when you got up to those highway speeds, mountain passes, it really struggled. And I didn't want to push the truck that hard. I liked the Tacoma more than the travel trailer, so we sold the travel trailer, we kept the Tacoma. But it's something that we've thought a lot about since then. It'd be nice to get another trailer at some point in the future, and I'd want something that's got better tow capacity than the Tacoma does. So those are kind of the three reasons that I decided to sell it. The other thing too is just, you know, from a YouTube standpoint, it's always nice to have something fresh, something to work on, to do projects on. I'm really pleased with the overall build on the Tacoma. I wouldn't see myself doing a lot more in terms of building up further than this. We've taken on a lot of adventures, but again, I can do that with the FJ and the 4Runner. So the need that it had in terms of YouTube content has kind of been met, and I think it's time to move on from that standpoint as well. I haven't decided what I'm going to get as a replacement. I do have kind of three options at the top of the list that I'm considering. These aren't necessarily the final three options. I'm still open to other possibilities. I put a survey on my channel, in fact, letting you guys know about these three options. The first one is the Ram TRX, which would be incredible. In a lot of ways, that's like my dream truck. I would love to have that. I think the Ram 1500 is an amazing truck, even in other trim packages, but with the TRX, it is just incredible. So it'd be a ton of fun. Biggest reservations there is that the price tag is quite high and the gas mileage is atrocious. The second option, of course, is the Ford Raptor, which is great as well. I've done a couple of reviews on those. Every time that I drive one, I think, wow, these trucks are incredible. I'm sure the Ram TRX is even a step above them. The nice thing about the Raptor is that it's a little bit more moderated. It's much more reasonable in terms of price. The fuel economy is a lot better than the TRX, so it'd be a little bit of a compromise between those, different areas. And then the third option, which is the most popular among my viewers, not surprisingly given the Tacoma, the FJ, and the 4Runner is the all-new Tundra, which is expected to be announced later this year. Now, of course, we don't know a whole lot about it just yet. Buying that's going to depend a lot on what they come out with. I imagine it's probably going to be pretty good, but you never know. So I'm not in a rush to make a decision. I'm going to wait until we see what the new Tundra looks like. That's certainly a very likely contender right now. About 63% of you thought I should go that route on the online survey. Of course, I'd love to get more comments in the section below. Would you guys like to see the Ram TRX, the Ford Raptor, or the all-new Tundra, or is there something else out there that you think I should be considering as well? Like I said, I'm still open to other suggestions. Not in any rush to make a decision given that the new Tundra is not out just yet, but look forward to, in the near future, seeing what I decide. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I know some of you guys are going to be sad about the Tacoma leaving. Please don't give me a thumbs down for that. There still will be Tacomas present on my channel. I've got a lot of friends with them. There will continue to be modifications, adventures, and so Tacomas will continue to remain a part of the channel, and who knows, maybe at some point in the future another one will become part of the channel. In the meantime, really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.